Welcome back to Real Roots Radio. I am so excited to welcome my dear friend, the award-winning Miss Becky Buller to the program today. How you doing, Miss Becky?
I'm fabulous. Daisy's daddy. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Thank you. Yes, Daisy's the best. Santana and I have quickly learned that we now take a back seat to everybody
Yep,
because
I am
Daisy's
just
tops.
I am Romy's mama.
There you go.
And
There
I
you go.
love it. I love it. And when I well, this has nothing to do with Romy, but anytime I go to a restaurant and they ask me for a name, like Chick-fil-A, for instance, I'll always say Haley because that's my married last name and I never get to use it.
That's awesome.
hmm
Yeah, I thought that I took a back seat when Santana came around,
hmm
especially with Mama Tam and Papa Joe. Santana just hung the moon. But now, I mean, we are very much kicked to the curb now that Daisy's here. I mean,
Grandbaby. Yep.
I might as well not even be in the same county, as
hmm
if Daisy's in the room. So
Yeah.
it's great. But wait, we're excited that that the Becky Buller Band is going to be in Fairborn, Ohio,
hmm
this Friday for Fairborn's 8th annual Bluegrass and Brew event featuring the Becky Buller Band, Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers, the Poe Ramblin' Boys. It's free in Fairborn on Friday night. I mean, what more could you ask for, right?
There is so much rambling happening this Friday night in Fairborn, Ohio. And I'm so excited that we are part of it. Let's see. Do you have the lineup right there? Like our times? I think
I
are
know
we the last one or,
Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers kick it off at 5:30. So you
and
got
then
the
us?
Radio Ramblers, then the Becky Buller Band, then the Poe Ramblin' Boys
Then the
wrapping it up.
pose. Okay,
Yeah.
right. But
So.
yeah, that'll be so much fun. I was just on the bill with, well, actually with both your dad and the pose. I was at Smithville Fiddlers Convention. I was one of the judges, and then got to sit in on fiddle with them for a number and with one of the contestants. Um, and that was July 4th weekend. And then, woo, was it the next weekend? I think I was in Westcliff, Colorado with your dad and them for the High Mountain Hay Fever
Yes,
Festival.
I heard that was a
Really,
great
really
time.
fun. hmm
I've heard great
Yeah.
things about that event.
Yeah, it was really nice. And I didn't, High Mountain. Okay, I didn't think about it, how high we were going to be up, but we were like at 8,000 feet, I think.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I was a little bit like, yeah.
You hear about it like when people will go play the Denver Broncos at Mile High Stadium and they'll like get gas. So apparently it applies to fiddlers as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, and of course, like we were way up from that.
From even that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And this past weekend we were in at Rocky Grass in Lyons, Colorado. So that, is up higher than Denver, but not quite as high as High Mountain Hay Fever.
Rocky Grass is a great event. I was there maybe a
Mhm.
decade ago, but you got to see your Bluegrass Fairy Godmother at Rocky Grass, didn't you?
I didn't get to see her.
Oh, you did not? I know Ned did, so.
Ned got to see her, but he and Kelly stayed a day later than us. I had left out on Sunday, but it was his birthday weekend. It was a big birthday weekend for him. He's so much older than your dad. Well, folks, if you don't know this online, we started this hashtag for Ned that's hashtag older than Joe Mullins because Ned acts like he's 14.
Yeah.
And but I saw your dad one time backstage at it was Milan, Michigan, and there was some shenanigans going on. I was like, oh, Joe Mullins, as I live and breathe. I couldn't believe it. Because he's just so adult.
Well,
No.
I mean, his baby pictures, he looks like he sells insurance. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. My husband is the same way. He's been old his entire life. Yeah.
he looks like a used car salesman and he's like 3. So, but
Was he
yeah, so,
wearing a suit?
uh, let me see if I can find one. I don't have it, but, they put one of his, I'll look it up. So they put on 2 albums ago that the Radio Ramblers did called Let Time Ride, which is a cool
Yeah.
project. They put pictures of all the Ramblers when they were young on the album cover. And seriously, I mean, Dad's looks like he sells cars and he's 3. I'll zoom it in here. I mean, he's cute as can be, but I mean, look at that. He
Oh,
looks
look at
like a
all
little
that
preacher or
hair.
something.
I think Daisy might have gotten his hair.
Yes, Daisy has a ton of hair.
Hmm.
And Santana had a lot of hair when she was little too. So,
Hmm.
but we mentioned Ed Luberecki, great
Yeah.
award-winning banjo player with the
Yes.
Becky Buller Band.
Yes.
Who else will be on stage with the Becky Buller Band when folks come and flock to Fairborn this Friday night?
Well, we'll have Daniel the Hulk Harden on the bass. We call him the Hulk because he just really gets into it when he's playing bass and he smashes the bass. So, yeah. We have an intro little a little intro riff for him and on the set list it's called Hulk Smash. Yeah, so he'll be with us. Wes Lee will be on the mandolin, as he has been for the last 3 or 4 years. Wes is a 2001 Merlefest mandolin champ. And then he went legit and he's been working at Springer Mountain Farms Chicken for the last almost 20 years. Daniel has been working 20 years at Jack Daniel's Distillery in his hometown of Lynchburg, Tennessee. So Daniel, the Hulk, he is usually our most popular member of the band unless we're playing it at an elementary school. And then it's Wes because Wes always tells them that he's the one that makes the dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets
uh,
at Springer
right
Mountain
to the
Farms
top.
Chicken. Yeah. Yeah, so they're like, whoa. Let's see. And on guitar, our regular guitar player is Jacob Grootman. He will be out in California. So we've got the delightful, the delovely Professor Dan from East Tennessee State University. And he will be on guitar and singing some with us. And that'll be really fun. He is an alum of the Becky Buller Band. He was with us for 5 years. And I might have cried ugly when he left, but he had to because it's a powerful job running the bluegrass program at East Tennessee State University. Bluegrass, old time, and roots music. Excuse me.
That's
But
awesome that Prof Dan will be back on the road with you this weekend. Santana will
mhm.
be tickled. Santana had Professor Dan as one of her professors and instructors when she
Mhm.
went through ETSU's Bluegrass program. So that's
Yeah,
so exciting.
he is so insanely talented. And let me just you mentioned that Ned is award-winning banjo player. He's the 2018 IBMA Banjo Player of the Year, 2023 Broadcaster of the Year. In 2024, he was inducted into the Banjo Hall of Fame. And yeah, of course he has a show on a competing station.
Hey, on Bluegrass Junction hosts
Bluegrass Junction.
sidetracks and more Banjo Sundays. So
That's right. He does the derailed show and then he and then on Saturdays and that's the definitely left of center bluegrass
the
related music.
long-haired stuff,
The
right?
long-haired stuff, yes. And then on Sunday he's got the Sunday banjo lesson and he was so excited for his birthday. He got to have Bela Fleck on the Sunday banjo lesson. And you know, folks can listen to that on the oh, somehow on the app. I haven't figured that out yet. But anyway, but you guys have a fantastic app too.
Thank you.
Real Roots Radio. I've got it on my phone on speed dial.
Thank you so much. That way you can catch
Yes.
the trading posts and hear
Oh,
about the
yes.
bicycles, the lawnmowers, and the
Yes.
quails and everything.
And
So
the whales?
we had quails. We had
Oh, quails. I thought
quail
you
for
said
sale
whales.
today.
Oh.
And now you'll love this. Last Friday, one of our sponsors, Kent's Feed Barn, called in to let us know that they were informed while they were at the fair. One of their customers called and left a voicemail and sent them a video that a kangaroo was loose and was hopping around near their feed barn. So they were looking for whoever had a runaway kangaroo, and sure enough, it was an actual kangaroo, and it did find its way home. So only on the Trading
Wow.
Post are you going to get updates like that.
Wow, that's awesome. Did you hear about the zebra that was running around
I
Murfreesboro,
did.
Tennessee?
I did. It was loose for several days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and they finally caught it and with a helicopter and a net. They had to they moved it. Poor thing. But yeah, it generated all these memes, like all people from all over, not just Middle Tennessee, were doing these memes with the zebra. And I didn't even know about it until Romy told me about it. She heard about it from our neighbor lady, Miss Maggie, and she came home and said, "Mama, you got to do a meme with the zebra." Because everybody's doing it. So did you have memes with the kangaroo?
Oh, we probably should have. They found it. It made its way home relatively quickly, where we didn't have enough time.
No.
But I know the folks at the feed barn. I know they did get a make a meme with the kangaroo, even though it wasn't with the actual kangaroo. It was photoshopped. Where they're
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they have been looking into what kangaroos eat on if they can start carrying kangaroo feed to feed the kangaroo. So what we're awaiting updates on if
Yeah.
their suppliers offer kangaroo feed, but we're gonna find
Yeah.
out. So
And of course, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is your Christmas, your crappy
the
Christmas
crappy
song
Christmas, yes,
celebration. Yes.
and I know one of your personal favorites is Santa's coming in a whirly bird. You got
I'm
to hear
gonna
it every
learn
holiday
that
season.
one of these years. I've had it on the set list for a couple years for our Christmas shows, and then we've not had time to work it up, because we all know Christmas songs, right? But we don't really know Christmas songs when you get down in the weeds. And I mean, so many of them are show tunes and have
And
all
you
these.
know them for like once a year, you know.
Yeah, you sing them once a year, and so you know a verse and a chorus, and then everybody drops off at verse two, and yeah, yeah. Anyway,
So you
but
got what
we're
6 months to
we
work
got a
up
few
Santa's
months
coming in
yet.
a
I've got a
whirly
few
bird.
months to work up Whirly Bird, Whirly Bird, Whirly Bird, Whirly Bird. I every year, you guys, on my social media, I will put up a post that says it shows like the downtown Manchester, Tennessee, and it says Christmas hasn't been the same since they took Santa in the Whirlybird off the top of City Hall. It's so true.
You need to start a protest and people just playing that song on repeat until they bring him back.
I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we won't go into what's going on in Manchester, but it's making national news. So I'll let y'all go dig for that. And in the meantime, make plans to come see us and the Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers and the Poe Ramblin' Boys this Friday in Fairborn, Ohio. Bluegrass and Brew, right? Is
Bluegrass
that
and Brew 2025. It's going to be a lot of fun.
yes.
Free in Fairborn this Friday night. Miss Becky, you are a triple threat in bluegrass. You're award-winning vocalist, award-winning fiddle player, award-winning songwriter, uh, and you have new music out. I know you have been teasing a covers album for quite some
Yes.
time because typically
Yes.
your projects are filled with original songs.
Mhm.
You've been trickling out singles from this upcoming project over the last
Yeah.
few years, haven't you?
Yeah, it's this project has been about 3 years in the making because it got interrupted by my last record. It was a surprise pop-up record called Jubilee. I hope you all will check that out if you haven't already. It's all about my mental health journey, and it was originally commissioned as a brand new piece of music, like a composed through piece of music, by the Fresh Grass Foundation and debuted at their 2023 Arkansas Festival. And then we ended up recording it as a live record. Okay, so there's that. But the new record is it's called Songs That Sing Me, and it's coming out on September 5th. We have several of the singles out from it already because that's kind of how people are doing it again. We've gone back to singles, but there's still a bunch of songs that will be coming out with the full album on September 5th, and actually August 1st the link goes live to pre-save that. So just a couple days away here, we'll be able to pre-save the entire new record, and I think you get a new track on Spotify at least when you do that, when you pre-save it, a focus track. I'm not entirely sure about that. I can't keep up with the technology.
We'll leave that to the kids these days, right?
Yes, it's all moving too fast for me. Um, but yeah, I think you'll like this. Do we still have a little bit of time?
Yeah.
Okay. So the title, Songs That Sing Me, it comes from actually the Judeo-Christian creation story. So it says that God spoke, but there are a lot of scholars that say that could be interpreted as God is speaking as an ongoing thing. And sustained speaking is singing. So, and also if you're a fan of the Chronicles of Narnia in the magician's, yeah, the magician's nephew, Aslan is singing the world into being. And so these are songs, back to the record, these are songs that have sung me into being, that they inspire me. They still inspire me, and inform me on how to create a lyric and craft a melody. And I just have been going back to most of these songs over and over and over again, because I just love them so much. They're so much a part of the fabric of who I am musically.
And they come from a variety of sources as well. The
Hmm.
Seldom Seen, the Newgrass Revival, Reno and Smiley, James Taylor. The new single, A Hazy Shade of Winter, where
Yeah.
does that song come from?
Well, I got it directly from the source, Simon and Garfunkel. I didn't know until maybe a month ago or so that the Bangles recorded it. And so Alan Bartram is singing on here with me, doing most of the duet. And then Stephen Mojan, my producer, plays with the Sam Bush Band. He comes in on the bridge with another harmony there. But Alan said, "You didn't know that was a Bangles hit? How did you not know that?" And I'm like, "Well, I lived under a rock." You know, I
You're
really,
cooler than us, Alan. Rub it in,
I
right?
know, I know, I know. But as sidebar, squirrel. So that was really fun to be back in the studio singing with Alan and Mojo, because we sang together as a trio on my song Topaz Moon on my Little Bird record that came out in 2003,
Long,
2000,
long time ago.
many, many moons ago. So it's very cool that, to still be making music with those guys all these years later.
Awesome. Who are some of the other artists that whose songs you drew inspiration from for this upcoming album?
Oh boy. Okay. Of course, we had to have a Jesus People Rock song on here because my parents were into bluegrass music and Jesus People Rock. So there's a Larry Norman song on this album for anybody that knows that scene from the 70s. Um, yeah, most of the songs on this album are from the 70s and early 80s. My family got into bluegrass music in the early 80s. But I picked the songs up at different times. Like Simon and Garfunkel, a friend of mine, Katie Waldalevich. I will never forget how to spell her name because she taught us all how to spell her name in kindergarten. Wojtalewicz. Anyway, Katie introduced me to Simon and Garfunkel when we were in high school, and they just their music got me through a really difficult period of just youthful angst. And I just love that music. And let's see who else. Reno and Smiley, I came to them through the Bluegrass Album Band and then worked my way back to the original out a recording of that. Of course, Jim Lauderdale singing on that with me, which was so cool. And through that process of talking with him about recording it, I found out that he recorded it with Roland White in 79, which was a great year. And with 79 is also the year that James Taylor put out the album Flag that included the song Mill Worker, which is also on my compilation or on this, sorry, covers record. Mojo limited me to two James Taylor songs, so we've got one other one that you haven't heard yet that's very, very, very special. And I'm just gonna leave it right there, but you will hear it soon. I don't think they've gotten you guys the full record yet, right,
No, not yet.
Daniel? No, okay. But so that's coming soon to you before the general public will get it. But let's see, what am I missing? There's an old-timey my parents called it a camp song. Um uh yeah, I don't know, like a revival song or something.
Like camp meeting, as in camp, not
Camp
like,
meeting kind of thing.
yeah.
Yes. And my parents picked it up in the 70s, just learned it word of mouth, and I'm still trying to find out about the history of this song. I gotta save some things to talk about with you, when the album comes out. I hope you'll have me back.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, anyway, so yeah, old-timey camp song, and I can't believe I've seen it recorded by a bunch of family bluegrass bands, but I have not seen it recorded by like a
Like a
professional
mainstream artist. Yeah.
mainstream artist. So I'm excited to be the first one to cut it, and my guests on it are pretty highfalutin and and perfect, just absolutely perfect for this cut. I was thrilled they said yes to it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's yeah. The of all the songs in the collection, Muddy Water is the newest of the most recent acquaintance of mine, and I'm not even sure when it really caught my ear, but gosh, I mean definitely the what Hurricane Helene and all of that happened last fall and really hit the Appalachians hard, and into Georgia and Florida there, and but really affected a lot of our bluegrass old time roots community. Um, when that happened, it really solidified, like, okay, I'm gonna record this song, and because thinking of my people going through what they've what they've been going through. So anyway, love the song, written by Phil Rosenthal, recorded a couple times by the Seldom Scene. And I think the funniest thing to me is this is so bluegrass. Okay, so the original recording is Muddy Water. And then live at the cellar door, it has it listed as Muddy Waters with an S. And so people are commenting not on the song or my performance, but on the S.
That's so bluegrass right
I am
there.
so controversial.
Yeah. Just breaking all the rules.
Right. Yeah, all the time.
Ah!
Yeah. But thank you for spinning all of my music on Real Roots Radio. I really appreciate it. And I am so looking forward to seeing you and Santana, Baby Daisy, Mama Tam, Papa Joe, everybody at Fairborn, Ohio. So are you doing all the MC work, or is your dad?
I will be doing the MC work, so I'll be broadcasting live before everything gets
Ooh.
started. Yes, and then
Okay.
I'll be a master of ceremonies for the evening. Appreciate City of Fairborn having me out, and appreciate them hosting a great free bluegrass party. Everyone come on out.
Yep.
There'll be a beer garden. There'll be all sorts of food trucks and free live
Family
bluegrass.
friendly.
Great family friendly event. Live music with
Mhm.
Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers, the Becky Buller Band, and the Poe Ramblin' Boys. Fairborn Bluegrass and Brew 2025, and I can't wait to see you there, Miss Becky.
Yay! You too.
Thanks for joining me on Real Roots Radio.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, thanks for watching. If you liked our video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe so you'll be notified when we have new videos posting. Be sure to check out some of our other content as well. Thanks for watching.